Home and away spoilers. Eden and her dad have a frosty reunion. Next week on Home and Away in the UK, Eden and dad Jimmy have a frosty reunion. In Summer Bay, Eden is beginning to regret reaching out to estranged dad Jimmy. Eden had refused to have anything to do with her dad since she was a teen, after he cheated on wife Deb and subsequently left the family home. Although siblings Levi and Abigail have always maintained a relationship with Jimmy, Eden could not bring herself to forgive him. Eden kept true to form when Jimmy briefly visited Levi in Summer Bay last year, unaware that Eden was also living there. Eden was furious to spot Jimmy in town, and made it clear that she wanted him to leave. With the planning for Eden's wedding to Cash now underway, Eden recently commented to Abby that she couldn't wait to have all the family together again. Abby quickly pointed out that if she really meant that, she would also invite Jimmy. After a visit to their mum confirmed that even Deb had come to forgive her ex-husband, Eden reluctantly agreed that she would invite him to the wedding. Yet she was hit with an unexpected hurdle when Levi, who has always been one to try and convince Eden to forgive their dad, piped up that it would be a terrible idea. When Levi went on to explain that any arguing between the pair would spoil the wedding day, Eden realized that he was right. If there was any way forward, Eden knew that she would have to clear the air with Jimmy before the wedding. And so she made the call. Next week, Eden arrives at Cash's place in a frenzy. She's been talking to her dad, and somehow ended up inviting him to Summer Bay the very next day. She's in full panic mode, but Cash reassures her he'll be right across the street if she needs him. The next morning, Eden puts a backup plan in motion, inviting both Levi and Abby to a barbecue with their dad, along with their partners Mackenzie and Molly. Levi thinks it sounds like a good thing, but Abby is fully expecting the gathering to be a train wreck. Eden scrambles to set up food as Jimmy arrives, all smiles and thrilled to see her. But no sooner has he set foot in the door than Eden turns up the frostiness. As the rest of the family arrive, Jimmy is introduced to Mac and Molly. But Eden's clearly not coping, and when Jimmy commends Cash and Eden for entering into such a commitment, she quickly retreats to Remy's room. Cash follows, where Eden points out that Jimmy is hardly the man to talk about commitment. Cash reminds her that she cannot fault every word that comes out of Jimmy's mouth if she hopes to reconcile with him. And after a breather, Eden returns to the barbecue. Jimmy's in his element, happily mingling with Molly and Mackenzie, sharing old stories, some of which get shut down fast when he veers into Eden territory. Molly eventually has to excuse himself, heading off to deal with some family stuff. Jimmy thanks him as he goes, explaining that it was thanks to Molly that he reconnected with Deb, which eventually led to him being here today. As Jimmy points out, it's the first time he's been with all three of his kids in over 10 years. He thanks Eden for forgiving him, and is hopeful they can now move forward. It's all too much for Eden, and she makes a hasty exit to Cash's place. There, Eden lays it out straight to Cash. This was a test run to see if she could handle having Jimmy back in her life. Turns out, she can't. She tells Cash it's time to pull the plug. Jimmy can't be at their wedding, and she needs Cash to go tell him to leave. Cash returns to the backyard, apologizing to Jimmy as he shuts things down, but Jimmy refuses to go quietly. He's waited 10 years for this, and he's not leaving now. Moments later, Jimmy tracks Eden down at Cash's place. He asks her straight why did she invite him here. Eden admits she wanted to see if there was a path forward, but it's clear to her now that there isn't. Jimmy doesn't accept that. If things are broken, then it's about time they fix them, whether Eden's ready or not. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.